If you are listening to this right now, you might be feeling a deep, heavy exhaustion. It is the kind of tiredness that sleep does not fix. You might be carrying a constant sense of confusion, replaying conversations in your head, wondering what you did wrong, or questioning if you are actually losing your mind. You may feel completely drained from trying to explain your reality to someone who refused to see it. That feeling of being trapped in a loop of trying to be understood, only to be met with silence, deflection, or blame, is profoundly isolating. I want you to take a slow breath right now. You are not crazy. You are not broken. What you are feeling is the natural human response to being in an environment where your reality was consistently denied. You have been carrying the weight of a dynamic that was never meant to be balanced, and it is okay to finally set that weight down. The first and most important truth you need to hear today is that you were not the problem. In a healthy relationship, disagreements are resolved with mutual respect and a genuine desire to understand each other. But what you experienced was not a normal relationship dynamic. It was a system designed to keep you off balance. When you tried to communicate your needs, you were likely met with defensiveness or turned into the villain. When you expressed hurt, your emotions were minimized or used against you. This was not a failure on your part to love hard enough or communicate clearly enough. It was a structural imbalance. You were trying to play by the rules of mutual respect in a game where the other person was actively changing the rules to ensure they always won. You were not the cause of the dysfunction. You were simply the target of it. To heal, we have to look clearly at the psychological mechanics of what happened. At the core of narcissistic abuse is a profound need for control, masked by a facade of charm or victimhood. This control is maintained through a psychological mechanism known as intermittent reinforcement. This is the same psychological principle that makes gambling so addictive. In the beginning, there were likely moments of intense warmth, validation, and connection. This created a strong emotional bond. But once that bond was established, the warmth was withdrawn unpredictably. You were given just enough kindness to keep you hoping, mixed with enough coldness, criticism, or silence to keep you anxious and striving for approval. This cycle creates a trauma bond. Your brain becomes wired to seek the very person who is causing your pain, because they are also the only one who occasionally provides the relief from that pain. Let us break down the specific behaviors you endured, starting with the distortion of your reality. You likely experienced gaslighting, where your memories, perceptions, and feelings were constantly questioned or outright denied. They might have said things like, "That never happened," or "You are too sensitive," or "You are imagining things." The reason this happens is not because you have a poor memory or are overly emotional. It happens because a person who relies on control cannot tolerate you having a separate, valid perspective. If you trust your own reality, you become harder to manipulate. By making you doubt your own mind, they position themselves as the ultimate authority on what is true. The effect this had on you was devastating. It eroded your self-trust. You started second-guessing your own instincts, apologizing for things you did not do, and constantly monitoring your behavior to avoid setting them off. You were trained to distrust yourself. As the relationship progressed, you likely moved into a phase of devaluation. The person who once put you on a pedestal began to criticize, belittle, or ignore you. They may have made subtle digs at your appearance, your intelligence, your career, or your relationships with friends and family. The psychology behind this is rooted in their own deep-seated insecurity and lack of authentic self-worth. A healthy person celebrates their partner's strengths. A person with narcissistic traits feels threatened by your independence and your light. To feel superior, they must diminish you. They project their own flaws onto you, accusing you of the very behaviors they are guilty of. For you, this phase was incredibly painful. It made you feel worthless. You probably tried harder to win back the initial version of them, believing that if you could just be perfect, quiet, or accommodating enough, the love would return. You were working tirelessly to earn basic respect. Eventually, this dynamic often leads to a discard or a cycle of push and pull, known as hoovering. When you no longer serve their need for admiration, or when you begin to set boundaries, they may abruptly withdraw, end the relationship, or replace you, leaving you feeling utterly abandoned and confused. Alternatively, just as you begin to heal and pull away, they may suddenly reappear with apologies, promises of change, or manufactured crises designed to pull you back in. This happens because you are viewed not as a whole person with your own needs, but as a source of emotional supply. When that supply is threatened, they will do whatever it takes to reel you back in to restore their sense of control. For you, this created a state of chronic emotional whiplash. It left you feeling trapped in a loop of hope and devastation, making it incredibly difficult to fully detach and move on. I want to pause here and reinforce a fundamental truth. Your reaction to all of this was entirely normal. If you feel anxious, hypervigilant, or deeply sad, it is not because you are weak. It is because you were subjected to a prolonged period of psychological stress. Your nervous system was put on high alert, constantly scanning for danger, waiting for the next shift in mood, the next criticism, or the next silent treatment. You adapted to survive in a hostile environment. The fact that you are still here, seeking to understand and heal, is a testament to your resilience. You are not damaged goods. You are a person who was subjected to emotional manipulation, and your mind and body are simply asking for safety and clarity now. Healing begins the moment you shift from emotional reaction to objective awareness. This means stepping back and looking at the relationship not through the lens of what you hoped it would be, but through the clear lens of what it actually was. When you start to recognize the patterns, the manipulation loses its power. You begin to see that their anger was not about your mistakes, but about their need for control. You realize that their silence was not a punishment you deserved, but a tool they used to manage you. This shift in perspective is incredibly liberating. It allows you to stop taking their behavior personally. You start to understand that their actions were a reflection of their internal emptiness, not a reflection of your worth. Clarity replaces confusion. You no longer have to guess what is real because you now know the truth of the dynamic. With this clarity comes the power to take your life back. And the first step is establishing firm, unshakable boundaries. A boundary is not a request for them to change. A boundary is a rule you set for yourself about what you will and will not tolerate. It is the decision to no longer participate in circular arguments. It is the choice to walk away when you are being spoken to with disrespect. In many cases, the most powerful boundary is no contact. This means blocking their number, restricting their access to your social media, and refusing to engage in any form of communication. If you share children or must interact for work, you utilize a method called grey rocking. This involves keeping your responses brief, factual, and entirely devoid of emotional reaction. You become as uninteresting as a grey rock. You do not defend yourself, you do not explain your feelings, and you do not try to make them understand. You simply state your boundary and hold it. This practice of calm detachment is your shield. When you stop reacting emotionally, you cut off their supply. They can no longer provoke you into a fight, and they can no longer guilt you into compliance. At first, this might feel uncomfortable or even terrifying. You might feel a pull to explain yourself one last time, to make them see how much they hurt you. But you must resist that urge. Explaining yourself to someone who is committed to misunderstanding you is a waste of your precious energy. Your peace is more important than their approval. Your self-respect is more important than their narrative. By choosing calm detachment, you are sending a powerful message to yourself. I am safe now, and I will no longer allow anyone to treat me this way. Reclaiming your power also means actively rebuilding your self-respect. For a long time, your self-worth was tied to their validation. Now, you must become the source of your own validation. Start by honoring your own needs. If you are tired, rest. If you are hurt, allow yourself to grieve without judging your grief. Speak to yourself with the same kindness and patience you would offer to a dear friend who went through the exact same thing. You would not tell that friend that they are crazy or that it was their fault. You would tell them that they survived something incredibly difficult and that they are strong. Offer that same grace to yourself. Reconnect with the parts of your identity that were suppressed. What did you love doing before this relationship? What are your values? What makes you feel alive? Slowly, gently, begin to invite those parts of yourself back into your life. Healing from this kind of abuse is not a straight line. There will be days when you feel incredibly strong and clear, and there will be days when a memory or a trigger sends you back to a place of sadness or anger. This is completely normal. Do not view these difficult days as a failure or a setback. View them as part of the processing. Your brain is untangling years of conditioned responses. When a difficult emotion arises, do not fight it. Acknowledge it. Say to yourself, I am feeling sad right now, and that is okay. I am safe in this moment. Ground yourself in the present. Feel your feet on the floor. Take a deep breath. Remind yourself that the past is over. The person who caused you harm no longer has access to your present moment unless you give it to them. You are in the driver's seat now. As you continue on this path, you will begin to redefine what strength means to you. Strength is not about never feeling hurt. Strength is not about pretending everything is fine. True strength is the quiet, steady commitment to your own well-being. It is the courage to walk away from what is familiar but toxic and step into the unknown of a healthy, peaceful life. It is the willingness to sit with your own emotions, process them, and choose yourself every single day. You are learning to trust your own intuition again. That quiet voice inside you that you were taught to ignore is waking up. Listen to it. It is your internal compass, and it will guide you toward people and situations that are safe, respectful, and nurturing. You have survived something that was designed to break you. And yet, here you are. You are seeking truth. You are seeking healing. That alone proves that their attempts to diminish you failed. You are still whole. The love, the empathy, and the loyalty you gave in that relationship were not weaknesses. They are beautiful qualities. They were simply given to someone who did not know how to value them. Now, you get to redirect all of that love, empathy, and loyalty back to the person who deserves it most. Yourself. You are building a new foundation, one based on reality, respect, and peace. As you move forward, carry this truth with you. You are not defined by what was done to you. You are defined by how you choose to heal, how you choose to grow, and how you choose to protect your peace from this day forward. The confusion is fading. The exhaustion is lifting. You are stepping into a new chapter of your life, one where you are the author, the protector, and the priority. You have taken back your power. You are safe. You are worthy, and your future is entirely your own. Take a deep breath and step forward into it.